Good morning, guys. I have been up, I think, since 5 o'clock this morning, but I didn't know it was 5 o'clock in the morning because unfortunately last night, both my phone went dead and both of my batteries were dead and my camera battery was dead. Now that's one of the problems you have when you're walking the coast. So if you go into a coffee shop, thank you Stormy Cup, you always automatically you plug in your charger and you try to get a really soft seat. Can you hear me because of the wind? But anyway, so last night I was here thinking, I have got the most incredible, amazing spot I could ever have imagined. And I've done a video, so I'll put it on later. And I couldn't share it. I took some videos, took some pictures, and talked to some friends for a little bit. And then everything went dead. So there was nothing I could do. And I was sitting here on my own, just looking at this glorious sight all around me. And this bearded Irishman came my way. And his name was Ron. And he has a wife called Jill. And they're staying at the caravan park nearby. And he offered to take one of my chargers back. So I'm waiting for him to bring it back. And then I'll plod on, or I'll walk over there and see if I can find him. And an absolutely lovely man. And he asked how I was and what I was doing, and he said, could he say a prayer for me, for my protection? So Ron and I, oh, the internet went off. So off he went with my charger, and I sat here looking at the beauty all around me. And I thought about my friend yesterday who was feeling a bit despondent that people sort of, anyway, my friend that was feeling a bit despondent, and I thought about her and how sometimes people make you feel without even knowing you, or through gossip and things like that. And I thought about all of that, and I thought, you know what? It's the joy that you bring to others, and those that bring so much into your life, and you that bring things into their life. The people that, I can show you. Anyway, I'll stop waffling about that, but the people that you don't meet aren't meant to meet you. Oh, this way, the wind. Anyway. And then suddenly another man came along with his dog Finn, and his name was Mark, and he was also a strong Irishman. There's something about the Irish, they always call you pet, and they always want to protect you and make sure you're okay. And I think they've got this long history of loving their mothers and just being generations of, I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, they're very they just want to make sure you're okay. And so Mark and his dog Finn came over to see me, and we had a chat and everything, and he said his wife Claire would love to meet me. And so he then took my battery charger and my other charger back to his caravan with him. And we've just got my devices. And then off he went. I played with Finn for a little bit, took a video of Finn digging in the sand with his rock. Beautiful Cocker Spaniel, beautiful, beautiful dog. And then later on in the evening, along comes Mark, hand in hand with his lovely wife Claire, with a bit of purple passion in her hair. And they're holding a bag, and in the bag is, and Finn's obviously coming along, and I take some pictures of them. And in the bag was a bottle of red wine, a bottle of white wine, and 3 glasses, and a Coke, and a bag of crisps for me. And it was just absolutely, just like my poem says, in Ireland you're never a stranger. Because the warmth in my heart that I felt, that these, I'm going to cry, that these people had taken the time to come out and see this hobo on the beach, this woman, this rainbow woman on the beach, that they'd come back to sit and talk to me, and we had such a lovely chat and drank some wine. And I'll tell you what, literally, I had half a glass of white wine. I normally have it with lemonade because I'm a wimp. And that glass of white wine, I slept all the way through the night. I didn't wake up once through the night. I fell asleep listening to the sea, and it was absolutely beautiful. And I didn't even know what time I woke up this morning because I had no phone. I should carry a watch, really. My phone was dead, so I had no clue what it was. I think I woke up right before the sun came up, so I think it's about 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was just absolutely magical. And normally it's about me and my camera and my phone and my Facebook, and suddenly there was this just magic moment that it was just me and this wild world out here, the sea and the sand. And I remembered how it made me think of how this journey has healed me, how this journey has brought me through so much. And as I dipped my comb into the into the salty seawater, and I'm combing my hair and trying to put it back into a ponytail, and I can smell the salt as I'm combing my hair, and I thought maybe I'm part of this incredible creation, this sea, this landscape, this beautiful land that we live in. And we go across to Spain and Portugal and all these other places without realizing what's on our back doorstep. And I had no idea what this Northern Ireland coastline was going to be like, or what the people I'd meet. And it's just this magical thing that I can't express. And it was just me and this beach, and I could hear seals, and I saw this heron out there getting his morning breakfast, and I couldn't take pictures. I turned my phone on once and got a picture of the sunset from my tent, and then it clicked off. But let me show you where I am. I've already put, sorry, I got emotional then. I've already put Aggie away because there's supposed to be rain coming. So there's nothing worse than putting your homestead away in the rain. I'm not sure who's watching at the moment. It's a bit early for everybody. But this is the majestic, magical place that I found last night. Now, there's a caravan park here. I believe it's Sunny. I can't think of the name, but I'll put it on here because honestly, guys, if you get a chance to come to this caravan, Sunnymead, I think it is. It's such a glorious place. So over here is a little chair and a little fire. I'm told that some teenagers come sometimes, and which I think is lovely. They get off their PlayStations and stuff, and they come sit around there. If the internet stays on, I'll take you. But this is where I woke up this morning. It's absolutely glorious. There's my flat spot there where Aggie was. I did take some pictures that I will show you on my blog. And I was Mrs. Bouquet, not Mrs. Bucket, because I had my own chair. So I've got a little chair there in a little corner. And my homestead was right there. It is absolutely beautiful. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Miss or Mrs. Leverage. Hi, Ruth. Good morning. How are you? I don't know the name of this beach. I should look at my map in a minute, but this is glorious. I can hear seals making their noise over there, if you can hear me. And there were herons. It was absolutely glorious. There's something so magical about the Northern Irish people and the coastline. It is incredible. Don't always think about going overseas because you want to get that suntan, guys. Look what's on your back doorstep. It is just beautiful. You can get the ferry across from Scotland, and it's just lovely. Let me see if I can walk down carefully and show you. Hopefully the internet won't go off. But I had a wonderful night's sleep right there. There's my flat spot. Leave no trace. And I met some wonderful people yesterday. So this is my little spot I had. There is even a bucket and spade. And this is something I think should be banned. Look, helium balloon. I've seen them on beaches everywhere. And please don't let balloons off in memory of somebody. Please pay a donation to a yacht club, an old people's home, buy a new playground piece of equipment for an infants or junior school that has 1980s play equipment and might need something new. Please give some money to an activities fund and an old people's home. Stop letting off balloons, guys. There's no one up in heaven saying thank you very much for all those balloons you're setting off. And all it's doing is destroying the coastline and wildlife, sea life. But look, over here is... So that was my spot right there. And over here is... I chose not to camp here because I wanted to be on the highest spot of the grass. Not sure who else is watching, but good morning. So I came along this glorious beach past, what did I say it was called? Sandy Mead Caravan Park or something. I said it just now. But look, so some teenagers come here and they just get together and have a chat and have a fire. And I like the fact that they've done it on the sand and they've got the rocks around and they're not burning grass, which is really good. And they've had no barbecue grills here. So they've done it in a nice way to try and keep, you know, I mean, it's not leave no trace, but if they come here all the time, it's nice that they've got a place to come. They've made themselves some little benches to sit on, and there's a chair. And I thought about putting Aggie on this little dock thing, but I just peeked a little bit further to find that grassy spot, and it has been I just had a little trip on that thing. I should know where I'm going. Anyway, so that's where I camped, right there. And look, people have left dog poo. So if you're local here or you're in the caravan park, I've already got a little bag of rubbish to carry. So if someone's walking here, maybe they can pick it up. Anyway. Right, guys. Have a lovely day and get outdoors, get the fresh air in your lungs and enjoy life. And thank you so much for the lovely lady Elma in the Donaghadee lifeboat shop yesterday. She gave me a little Donaghadee pin. We had a nice chat, and even though I didn't get to meet the crew, unfortunately, I got to chat with her, and so many people in Donaghadee were just so absolutely lovely to me. And they've put a little picture of me in the shop chatting to Alma on the Donaghadee page. So, and you know, I'm here saving lives at sea, every hour in a life station, at work, selflessly volunteering to protect our seas and our coastline and all of us. My next lifeboat station is Portaferry.